So here we are in the glass studio. This is the furnace I use to melt the glass that I make. So I'll melt a whole bunch of molten glass inside of here. That is when it's hot. And then draw it out with blowpipes and rods. And here's an example of just a couple of those two things. There's a punny rod here and a blowpipe here, the mouthpiece to blow into. And here on the Marver, there's some of these glass pellets that I use to put inside the furnace to melt and then pull back out again. And over here, we have some of the tools that I use. The jacks, round jacks and flat jacks. These are to pinch the glass down as you're turning it at the bench and shape it. And these are diamond shears. They're made for cutting the glass, as well as I use these just tin snips to cut the glass as well. Tweezers, different shapes. And these are crimps that I use on the fish to shape the fins. And then over here are several different examples of color. This is a cobalt blue frit. These are all different pieces of glass that have been melted before and then made into this form, these different grain sizes. Or you can buy it in bar, cut off a chunk of this and preheat it, pick it up on a blowpipe, and then when it blows out, it would make the whole piece that color. Marini cane, some other smaller canes, and then these large color bars that are very much like cane, and you can kind of see the rings of different colors. So I make these by gathering glass and adding the frits, heating it up, melting it in, and continue gathering until I have quite a few layers of colors. So while working the glass, we use this fine piece of equipment called a glory hole, and it would be bright yellow hot. And you push the glass in here with a blowpipe on the end of it, or the glass on the end of the blowpipe. And here's the yoke stand that the pipe would lay on. And so you do a lot of reheating, going back and forth to the bench and shaping it there, and using this metal table called a Marver. And then once a piece is finished, we go over here to the annealers and put the piece inside here, where they're already preheated to about 900 degrees, and so the piece can slowly cool down at the end of the day once I'm done working, but it'll maintain that temperature until I'm done. And I use a digital controller to regulate the temperature, and then at the end of the day working, I can have it ramp the annealer down until the glass is cooled off. And that usually takes overnight for that to finish. And so that's kind of our quick little tour of the shop. And I hope that was somewhat informative.